In this video, I'm going to walk you through a very effective way of marketing known as feedback marketing. Now, you don't hear that term very often, but it is something that a lot of entrepreneurs employ so that they can get their offerings out there and so that they can get opportunities flowing in consistently. Okay, so here's the concept of feedback marketing and how it differs from most other types of marketing. When you think of marketing, most people are thinking, well, I want to educate people on what I do, and I want to tell them what I offer, and I want to tell them about my products and services with the intent for them to consume it, with the intent for them to say, oh my gosh, here's my money, let me buy it. Now, the difference here is psychologically when you market that way, which I don't want to say there's anything bad with it, but when you market that way, you're essentially asking people for something that many of them, they're not really too excited about separating with the thing you're asking them for, right? You're essentially asking them to separate with money or resources in exchange for that thing that you offer, right? But there's one thing that people love to separate with. There's one thing people love to give. There's one thing people have in abundance. And that thing is feedback. That thing, it's opinion. That thing is their thoughts, their insights, how they perceive something. They have an unlimited amount of it. Now, here's how feedback marketing works. And this is why it's really important to lean into it, right? When you conduct a feedback campaign or when you do feedback marketing, essentially what you're doing is you're asking people, hey, can you give me feedback on this thing that I plan on offering? Can you give me feedback on this thing that I've created? Can you give me feedback on this thing that I believe certain individuals or certain organizations will find value in? Can you give me feedback on it? What that does with them psychologically, it does a couple things, right? The first thing that it does, they start to look at your offering or what you're sending to them. They're looking at it with a critical eye because the intent is for them to give you feedback. Second thing that happens, because they're looking at it with such a critical eye and they're evaluating it because they want to help you out and they want to provide you with feedback, it then staples it and solidifies in their mind what you offer. Now, I don't know about you, but I come across a lot of people's offerings or their marketing, and I tend to kind of just mute them. This typically happens with people who are in real estate. I tend to mute people in real estate. So much so that I could know a realtor and not even think about them when someone says, oh, I need a realtor. I'm like, well, oh my God, I don't really know. All of the ones that are just, hey, check out this listing, check out this and that. I tend to, their offerings, their business just tends to, exit my brain. But when someone's looking at something with a critical eye, it's now cemented in their mind. And so now when it comes to either them needing something or them referring you, you are top of mind. Why are you top of mind? You're top of mind because, for one, especially if you incorporate or you have some type of dialogue regarding their feedback, they're going to feel like they contributed to your offering. The second thing is that, again, you are top of mind primarily because they got a chance to evaluate and really consume more information about what it is that you do. Again, most people psychologically, they're not going to consume too much if the intent for it is for them to separate something that they feel is limited, which is money, right? A lot of people, whenever they hear oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pay for something, they don't tend to consume too much. But if you ask them for feedback, oh my goodness, they love it. Especially if you incorporate things that they tell you, oh my gosh. They love it. You are now best friends. Okay, so this is a concept, again, known as feedback marketing. If you want more information on it, would love to tell you more. If you'd like to download a free ebook with an outline of how you can execute some type of feedback marketing campaign, somewhere in the description you're going to see a link for you to get a free download. All right, so again, on a weekly basis, anything that I do, I have a growing list of people that I will send a message to, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Hey, I just executed, or I just built this landing page for this client. Can you give me some feedback on it? Now I'll send that out to, let's say, 5,000 people, and you want to know what happens? Folks will respond with, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my God, I need a landing page. Oh my gosh, you got to talk to my cousin. Oh my gosh, this is great. Or, hey, you might want to add this. Oh, hey, I don't like this color. Like, again, think about this. You are not asking people to buy something. You are asking them for their opinion. There was a quote that I heard years ago, and it said, if you ask people for money, they typically will give you their opinion. But if you ask them for your opinion, or you ask them for their opinion, you tend to get a lot more money. Let's start executing more feedback campaigns. All right? Peace.